White House press secretary is a sacred position, and she stood up there for years and lied through her teeth to the American people.
My thing is, this is the same woman that defended absolutely everything with spin and flashcards and, you know, all different types of, well, no, and I don't, and the president has addressed this, and the president's in, let me Medicaid. Nah. Corinne Jean-Pierre wrote a book, and, you know, folks are really upset about it, and they're talking about how it's not a good look. You know, the book is about a broken Biden White House and what she sees as a betrayal of the former president by the Democratic Party. A lot of her former colleagues are saying that she was part of the problem because she was the face of the White House for 2 years. And it's a ton of folks coming out against her. And then her announcement led former Biden aides to just start going in on her and whatnot, saying that they were upset that she was incompetent at her job and, you know, she wasn't good at the podium and whatnot. And so it becomes an entire thing where, you know, folks are not happy. So what I want to do real quick is roll this beautiful bean footage, and then we're going to have a nice discussion about it. So let's keep those comments coming. Let's roll this.
I have a different view. I'd like to congratulate Democrats for ridding yourselves of this untalented mediocrity. I mean, this is the most self-aggrandizing liar that has ever held this job. The White House press secretary is a sacred position, and she stood up there for years and lied through her teeth to the American people.
My friend,
and
she's not the first.
She is the literal worst White House press secretary in my lifetime. And what she did in the last year and a half of the Biden administration, cheap fakes, the entire cover-up around the president's mental faculties, she was in the center of it.
So you think she's doing this to launder herself?
So congratulations for getting rid of this, but Democrats deserve everything they're getting here for putting her in that job in the first place.
So I will say,
I have a different view. I'd like to congratulate.
So no, listen, man. First of all, shout out to Scott Jennings. He ain't ducking no smoke, right? So this is the same woman, right? My thing is, this is the same woman that defended absolutely everything with spin and flashcards and, you know, all different types of, well, no, and I don't, and the president has addressed this, and the president's in, let me Medicaid. Nah. Now you get to sit around and profit by writing a book. And don't get me wrong. Listen, I've written 22 books. My latest one is called The Real Black Agenda. But the truth of the matter is, I wasn't at the White House press podium. This person was, right? And this is what happens when you start putting all of these, you know, I identify as a Mighty Morphin Power Ranger type folks, you know, in these positions. They don't have a stand on anything. They don't know what to do from 1 minute to the next. And so once that press secretary money dried up, and I'm sure it dried up quickly, now all of a sudden it's, oh, well, you know, the entire Biden administration was so flawed. You never said that at the podium, though. So was it flawed then, or is it flawed when you're trying to have a New York Times bestseller under your belt? I'm trying to understand when it got flawed, right? You know, her old squad is saying that she was more into photo ops than policy. In other words, they're mad that she got brand deals while they got burnout. These folks are literally fighting each other. This is like Freddy versus Jason. They are literally slashing each other, and we get to sit back and watch. And I absolutely loved it. And you know who's probably the most pissed off at this? It's probably Dr. Joe Biden, right? The national security team is, you know, probably upset because this was supposed to be a historic pick for press secretary. But it turned out that she's Hollywood in a DC costume. But, you know, let's go ahead and keep it a buck. This is what happens when you choose identity optics over actual skill, because she was always stumbling and fumbling. Like, and again, I'm always happy to see people who are capable of doing the job, regardless of where they lie on whatever spectrum they like to be on, whichever part of the rainbow they're sliding down. I just don't want you up there being a moron and then all of a sudden having an epiphany, like you just saw the light after you signed a book deal, because no one would want to read a book about you and them horrible, like your pantsuits were as bad as Kamala's and Hillary Clinton's, if not worse. Because some of your pantsuits was super technicolor, and I wasn't here for it. This was all curated for headlines. And so we're not going to act like it doesn't.
We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace.